Hello. Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to the next session of SAP ABAP on HANA training series. And thank you for choosing JK Tutorials. So in the last session, we have discussed about, we have written one report on based of OIA scenario. So what will happen is sometimes if our report is taking much time, more expect as not expected is taking more time as expected. So sometimes what we as a developer, what we will try we will try changing the query, select queries. Okay. But sometimes what happens just by changing the SQL query is not helping us. Okay. Like for example, we have written a select query. If we will try to change that select query, it will not help us. Then in that case, what we will do? Okay. For that case, we can go to more detailed code to data paradigms, which we have also seen in our previous sessions. If anyone of you have not watched, you can go and watch our code to data paradigm. What is that code to data paradigm video? Okay. And the another one, which we will see now is SAP HANA based approaches. So what we will discuss in today's session is what are the SAP HANA based approaches. Now we are completely moved to the HANA database. Now what are the approaches through which we can increase the performance of our system? Okay. So what is this? How do we see that? Okay. And before that, we will understand how ABAP is meeting HANA. Okay. Technically, we have learned too much time that this ABAP on HANA. So today we will see how ABAP is meeting the HANA technically. Okay. So when we create a table, a function, okay, a structure, or maybe a DDIC, a table in a S11, how and where the object is persisted in HANA. Okay. So how where is the table is created? We have seen in our S11 we have created a table, but where the technically where that table is stored, how and where the object is persisted in HANA. Okay, so today we will find out how ABAP is connected to HANA system and the basics of SAP HANA. So as you have all expecting me to start SAP HANA topic as soon as possible, getting rid of ABAP topic. That's the time now we are entering into the places when we learn the core HANA topics. Okay, let's first understand how does the basics of HANA works. Okay, so those who don't have any clue about SAP HANA, let's quickly switch to the system and I will just log into my system. Just give me a moment, guys. STSC. Okay, 1 second, guys. Let me log into the system. My studio. Okay, this area now. Mm, Yeah, I think you guys are able to see my screen. Let's log into SAP HANA Studio. Okay, let's first understand how does the basics of HANA works. Okay, so let's log into the HANA database. Sorry, HANA Studio. Okay, so this is my HANA Studio. It's same like Eclipse, which we are currently using. Okay, in previous sessions you have seen how we was using this Eclipse. Now here you can see. No, okay, before that, some of you will. Okay, so here we don't have any system tab. To get the system tab, what we will do is I will go to View, Other, and then I will click on Systems. Okay, click on Open. So you can see our system tab is open now. Okay. So if some of you may not able to see this over here, what you can do is just click on Add System here. Okay. Or some of you may even not see this. What you will do is Window, Perspective, Open Perspective, go to Other. Okay. Just click on the S4 HANA development. Okay. Click on Open and it will be open. Okay. Is this clear, guys? So S4 HANA the development you can select. Okay. So if in some cases their system is not there, then what you can do is directly click on the add system. You can give the host name, instance number, give the description, click on next. It will create one more system like this over here. Is this clear? Okay. So this is a basic HANA Studio. Let me log into this. Let enter the password. Okay, so this is the basic of SAP HANA Studio. Now we have got system tab. Okay, here you can see we have got the system tab now. Let's understand what are all the components here for a HANA box. So out of these components, what do you see? The components are not relevant. Some components are not relevant to us. Okay, but I will just explain in a nut. Now, first one is you can see here in the HANA DB is backup. Okay, this first one is backup. So the backup is again not for us, it's for system administrator to take database backup. Okay, remember currently I am not connected to application layer, ABAP layer here. Okay, this is our third layer, which is our third layer is database layer. Okay, the bottommost layer of three-tier architecture. Okay, this is a HANA layer. Okay, so we are connected to the HANA database directly. Okay, guys, which tool do you use to connect HANA data? Okay, is which tool did we use here to connect to HANA database? Yeah, so this is the SAP HANA Studio through which we are connected to the HANA database. So to the database, yeah, to the HANA database. Is this clear? Some of you are thinking SAP have already come up with something called Web ID, which is making SAP HANA Studio deprecated. Okay, deprecated meaning, are you clear with what is deprecated? Deprecated means like SAP said, like don't use this, but it's not completely removed from the system. Okay, it is available. We can use this. Okay. Now comes here with the topic here, as you can see, catalog. Okay, catalog and content you can see. So what is this catalog and content? So we will discuss in the next slide just now. One second. Catalog and content. Okay, so these are all the two most interesting topics for anybody who is a developer for us because we are a developer. Okay, who's willing to learn ABAP on HANA. So these two are the most important section of your HANA course. Let's understand this topic. Okay, so guys, whenever you build a program, create a program in ABAP, or when we create a table, or whenever we create any object in our ABAP system, where do we store it? Okay, where do we store it? We store it in a package. Exactly. We are having two options. Firstly, we can store it in the package or we can store in the local object. Okay. But as every one of you know, why do we store it in package? Because if you want to transport from one system to another system. So we store the object in package. Do you agree with this answer of me? Okay, so what is a package in simple word? So package is a collection of your objects, whatever artifacts I can say artifacts here. Okay, correct? It's a concept, it's a collection of your artifacts. Okay, you can call it as a folder where all our development objects are stored. Okay, why do we need package? Same as I told you, there are two purposes. The first purpose is grouping and the second purpose is transport. Okay, we can only transport a content from one system to another system provided it is part of a package. Okay, is this clear? So in context of ABAP programming, now when you activate object, whenever you create a table or program, any function module, anything, you always activate, right? You always activate it. You always have to activate before you move it or before you execute it. So you need to activate. So when we activate, our runtime object gets generated, or you can say gets created. Okay. So in database, that's what's happening behind the scene in our system. So this runtime object is stored in the database itself. This will be then created in the underlying database. So is this clear what I just told you? If I will write here, once again, what is the package? I will go there. Okay. When we create a program in ABAP, here create a table, here create a new object, create a new object in ABAP. Where do we store it? We store it in the, okay, we store it in the package. Clear, guys? Package. Okay. What is this package? Is collection of your artifacts, or you can say folder where all our development objects are stored. Okay. Or you can see grouping. Clear? Or you can say transport. So which we can transport our objects. Is this clear? So is this clear first point? I will show you why I'm telling you this core web topics again here. Okay. So when we activate a runtime object gets when we activate a runtime object gets created in DB. Okay. Where it will be created? This will be when we activate any object. This will be then created in underlying database. Okay, on which database we are working. Okay, which is our third layer of C-tier architecture. Okay, so what is design time object? Okay, what is design time object and what is runtime object? Here you can see I mentioned this runtime object. Okay, I call this guy as a runtime object, and I call this guy as a design time object. What you design is a design time object. What you have created, and there is corresponding runtime object has been created. Okay, what is the advantage of doing this like this? So, what is the advantage of this? The design time object and runtime object understood very powerful concept. So remember again, three-tier architecture. Okay, so we have our what is that? One second, guys. This is my application layer. Everyone hope you are aware of it. Multiple times we have created in this application layer, and we are having our database there. Okay. Okay, this will be whenever we create a runtime object, it will be created in the database, which is our third layer. Okay, we will call it as a runtime object. Okay, so this is our application layer, guys, and this is our database layer. Clear, guys? One second. So this guy is our development system, similar to this. Okay. So you have a quality system. We have a quality system, development system, quality system, and product. I'm not going to create this again here. Okay. Then you have a production system. I can. One second, guys. Give me a moment. Okay, right. So, sorry. Yeah, so whenever we activate a program, whenever we activate any object, okay, that will be created in our database. Okay, so we also do the same methodology development here in HANA database. Okay, so we have a concept called packages in HANA also, and all the packages are grouped under the content tab. Okay, if I will show you, let's go back here inside the content tab. Inside this, all the packages whichever you have created will come under here. You can see GGOB package. I don't know what's created this. All the packages whichever we have created where they will come? They will come under the content. Okay. So what is the content in HANA? Okay. What is the content? Is a collection. So content in HANA is a collection of all the packages. Okay. If I will write there, come back here. What is this content is? Okay. Content is the collection of all the packages. Okay. And each package will contain their design time object. Obviously, whatever we have activated, we have created in our development system, they will be stored in the package only, which is just the definition. Okay. When we activate a runtime object, the runtime object will be created. But now the question comes, okay, we are understood this part that we have a design time object which we created, okay, in the package. But when I activate runtime object gets created, right? So where is this runtime object is stored? Okay, I showed you whenever we activate a program. Once again, here in this package, we have stored our object. So that is nothing but a design time object. But as I tell you for last 5 minutes, whenever we activate a program, our runtime object gets created. But now the question which you may think is, where is the runtime object gets stored? Okay, so then you are saying there is a design time object which is fine. You are saying it's then that it's created in the package. Dude, it's nice. But how can I say that which is the ultimate creation? Where is that going on? Where is my runtime object going on? So let's understand for this another powerful concept of database called schema concept. Okay. So what is this very powerful concept called schema concept? Okay, what is this? This is a very powerful concept of HANA database called schema. What is a schema? So schema is a container of all the database objects. And guess what? Which database objects? So this is where all your runtime objects get stored. Okay. So once again, let me go there. So content is a collection of package, and each package will contain the design time object definition, and when we activate when we activate any object, okay, a runtime object will be created. Okay, guys. So where is this runtime object get stored? So as I just told you, schema is another powerful tool which is provided to us from the HANA database. Okay. What is this schema is? So schema is a container for which what it will store, we can store in the container is a container of all the database objects and runtime object. Okay, so this is the place where runtime objects get stored. Okay, so when we create a table in SE11, what do you think? Where the runtime objects is getting created? In ABAP system, you created a table and activated the table in our application there. Okay, so where did the runtime objects gone ahead and stored inside? Where did that runtime object in SE11 when you create a table? Where did it store? Where it go and store? Will it go to schema or will it go to a package? Where will the runtime object will go in store? Anybody? Okay. So you can say schema is a home. It's a home. It's a container of all runtime objects. It's a home. It's the ultimate home of all the database objects like tables, structures, procedures. Okay, they are like triggers, functions. They all live together inside which is where they will live together inside the schema. Okay, if there is a database, it is impossible that it will not have at least one schema. Okay, there is a database, then there will be a schema. Is this clear, guys? So data schema is a collection of is a container of all the database objects. Okay, so it is the ultimate home of all the DB objects. Okay, your database always have a schema. Okay, so what is a database? You can say database is a collection of schemas. All right. So database is a collection of schema. A schema is a mandatory database object, which is the home of other database objects like tables, procedures, functions, structures. Everything gets stored ultimately in schema. Okay. Is this clear, guys? In HANA, we can say once again, in HANA we can see all the schemas in catalog section. And where can we see these schemas? We can see these schemas in the catalog section. And database is a collection of, I will write it, database is a collection of schemas. Is this clear, guys? I will show you this again in the HANA database. Sorry, in the HANA studio. Are you clear with this? So let's first go back to the system and let's come back here once again. What I told you. Yeah. In the catalog section, you can see here. Once again. So in the content first, you can see here. So these are all the packages. Okay. I have, okay, these are all the packages. So what does the package contain? Simple, it will contain a design time object. Okay. Is this clear, guys? So runtime objects get created in schemas, and those schemas are kept in the catalog. So here in the catalog, so these are all the schemas. Okay. Clear? Is this clear, guys? So these are some important things. Okay. Is this clear? Okay. Just give me a moment then. Yeah, guys. So these are all the schemas. Now you will say how these schemas are created. Okay. So the very important thing is when we create a new user, let me go back again here. Something important. This is very important, guys. Important. Let me mark it here. So when we create a user, or whenever a user is there, okay, no, I'm not saying whenever you create, okay, when we create a new user in HANA, okay, a schema with same name as user name will be created for that user in HANA. Is this clear? And all the authorizations will be will be automatically granted to the user itself. So what I'm saying is, if there is a user in the in your, if you will see any user in your application layer, then a schema with the same name will obviously will be there in the schema. With the same name, schema will be available. Okay, is this clear? So when we create a user in HANA, when I create a user in HANA, a schema will be created with the same name. Okay. So as you can see, let me go back there. You can see what is my username. If I will come here, so my username is, I showed you in the previous video also. My username is, so welcome 123. Sorry. Yeah, so my username is best. Okay. So here in the HANA studio, if I will go here, you can see my username is best. So what I will show you in the catalog inside schema, you can see a best. So this is what a schema. But what I told you just now, whenever a user will be there, a schema with the same name will also be there. Okay. So this is a schema which is created automatically with the same name of best. Okay, so this is what will happen now. Okay, it will be created in the HANA database. All the authorizations, everything will be given to this user, to this schema. Okay, is this clear, guys? The final ultimate object which is created is stored inside schemas, and you can see here for my user also there is a schema which is created automatically. When I create a user, a schema with the same name as username is created in HANA. This is the first important topic. Okay, is this clear, guys? So inside this you can see indexes, functions, tables, and synonyms, triggers. All of those things are there inside this. Okay. So whenever user is created in HANA, a schema with the same name as username will be created. Is this clear, guys? Okay. Now, if I show you my user here in something where which is that, okay, security tab is not there. Okay. So now, how ABAP is meeting HANA? So for that, I will take you now to the ABAP system and show you the table which we have created in our last. But here I will not be having that. Let's issue. Okay, let's see an Z table in the system. Wait, let me create it. Give me a moment. Yeah, guys. To show you how ABAP is meeting HANA, let me take you to S11. So we have a table which is Z demo HANA table. Okay, so this is my table normally. Okay, so where is this table persisting? In which schema is this table going on? As I told you, one second, wait. So in which schema this table is going on? Which schema, guys? How can I find out this? I will go to system and I will go to status tab. Okay, so and now you see a web system. It tells you, okay, so in which schema this is going on. Here you can see is something known as SAP ABAP1. Okay, which is this schema in HANA to which my above system is reading and writing. Which user is that to which my above system is reading and writing in the HANA database. That is the user is SAP FF1. Okay, so let's go back and check it. Do we have a user with the name SAP FF1? Let me go to the this system and once again let's come back here in the catalog. Okay, so here something else. Once again, yeah, SAP ABAP one you can see. So the guys same you can see the same user with the same schema is already there. Is this clear? So let me put a here you can see inside tables. You can see there are multiple tables. Okay. So what I will do is I will try to put a filter here. Filter. What is my table name is Z demo. Tab. Let me click on OK. So you can see, guys, yeah. So this table, whichever we have created there, same table as coming here also. You can see this type is column store only. Schema is SAP ABAP 1. Okay, is this clear? So ABAP system will only have authorization to write to this schema which is maintained. It could be of any name. Okay, this schema can be, okay, sorry. Is this clear, guys? This schema part is clear. How the table you can find out the table in your HANA database, how it is storing in this HANA database. Okay, so that's all. Let's move back. This catalog is clear. This content tab is clear. Okay, now we'll see what is this provisioning means. Okay, so I will show you building HANA related object, which we will build the whole OIA in HANA type demo we have already seen. So now comes this provisioning is the process of bringing data from outside system to the HANA. Okay, so this is the next section. Now in the next section, we will also talk about the information modeling. So that's data provisioning part. So security provisioning is clear. What is this provisioning? It's not important to us that one. So it's a process of bringing data from an outside system to our HANA. Is this clear? So in the last, you can see our security tab is there. So security is again for administrators to create users, manage authorization and create authorization, some roles, privileges, different types of privileges. You can do that. So the security part of SAP or administration part of SAP HANA in the security section. Okay. Again, it's not relevant to us. Is this clear, guys? So, can you see now? Is this clear for you? So, how ABAP is meeting HANA through the schema part, you can say. So, is this clear? Okay. So, I think that's all for this session. And in the next session, we will see about some information modeling part. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Have a good day. Bye bye.